Good day, everyone. I'm Johan Potgieter, and I'm the Cloud Accounting Manager here at Outsourced CFO. And today's session is part of a six-part series on business resilience and intelligence. And a very exciting topic today because we're going to talk about automation and, in essence, how to get more bang for your buck, right? And especially considering today's time and age, where a lot of people is focusing a lot on, stopping the bleed in their income statement and the operating expenses, how to get the most value from the capital and the cost that you're actually incurring to get it over to revenue. And automation is one of those areas that could easily be able to scale and help you get that value through in your business, and in essence making use of the time and the human capital that you've got available of your staff to really get that effective use, that effective value out of them. So talking about automation, and as I've mentioned in the previous sessions, that we use Xero as accounting software for the backbone in our cloud infrastructure as part of a business resilience strategy. And what's nice about Xero is it's got a few automatic automations just baked into the system that already makes a huge difference in the way that we do things. One of those is your bank feeds, where it automatically go and fetches on regular intervals your banking transactions from your bank, so you don't have to manually capture your bank statements. Putting some bank rules in place, making sure that the moment that they see a certain type of transaction or a certain type of description for a transaction, they automatically know this is bank fees, this is insurance, this is salaries, whatever, depending on how you set it up. Then there's a nice thing as well is invoice reminders. The moment that you send out an invoice, maybe you want Xero to be able to automatically go and remind people, you know what, it's 7 days until your invoice is due. It's now due. It's past due. Please remember to pay me, with different kind of messages to bring across to the person. Then also nice is your option for online payment on the invoice. You get when you send it through to people or to other businesses, you get an option to say pay now. And there's a few online providers like PayFast here in South Africa, but PayPal and Stripe is also one of the bigger ones. And what it allows, the moment that the person clicks that button, pay now, there's an automatic reconciliation that happens in the background against that fees and money that's actually then coming into your bank account, which just makes the bank recon process a breeze. You get a lot of third-party applications, and Zapier is just one of the kings in this area, where it allows you to trigger something in one application, whether that be maybe a Google form or a Google Sheet, or something on the Office suite, or maybe when you receive an email, there's some kind of trigger that happens, and that translates into a lot of other steps or a lot of other options that you can do. So maybe if someone fills out a form, and it must automatically be added to your MailChimp database, but also be added to your Xero as a contact, so I can invoice that person with all the relevant details as is in the original form. That's just one simple example, but there's a very multi-step approach that you can follow, with one trigger leading to 50,000 other actions if you really want to. And then for me, a main thing, or one of the bigger automations, and just because it's such a headache for a lot of businesses, is your bill and receipt automations. Because you get all these different statements and supplier bills from various different sources. They all look very different, with the logo here and the text there, etc. To be able to extract the relevant information and bring that into a system to get an accurate reflection of your accounts payable, who you owe, what you owe, where do you owe them, when do you owe them, and all of that while not having to type in all the details is a huge benefit. And at the same time, also digitally filing that invoice so that it is ready for when there's maybe a tax audit or a VAT audit on your financials, that you can readily just pull that information out of the system and it is available for use. So automation is just one of those areas when we talk about business resilience and intelligence, is to make sure that you get the right information in, and that it is consistently correct, because that's what automation does. And then also just in terms of from a resilient perspective, getting that more bang for your buck. So it means your costs can take you actually a lot further than other companies in the same position would be able to allow. So if this sounds interesting to you, if you want to learn more about it, if you want to maybe adopt some of these automations in your own business, maybe you already have Xero and you would like to see how these things can really bring benefit to you, please give us a call, or reach out to us on our website or email. We will love to take the conversation further.
Hey, Leo here, one of the founders of Outsourced CFO. If you enjoyed this video, make it official. Click subscribe.